Can McCaffrey do it again? Hello, everyone. I'm Jonathan Coachman. This is Madden NFL Football on EA Sports. Coming up, dual threat Christian McCaffrey. Fresh off a big game a week ago, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the New York Giants. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half. But it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
And thank you, Coach. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Buffalo Bills and the New York Giants. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And Charles, you take a look at this Giants ball club. They come in off a loss in the opener last week. That one was on the road. Now they get their first taste here of home cooking.
And what they're hoping to do is feed off the energy of the home crowd. Great tailgate, great fan support. Let's see if they can put it to good use.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Bills, they come off a good win in the opener on the road, and they get a second road game here.
Yeah, the schedule makers didn't really do them any favors, but if they can win here and get to 2-0 on the road, they could be well set up for the rest of the year.
The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. They're led onto the field by the former third-round pick back in 2012, and that's the quarterback, Nick Foles.
Love his build, love his arm. Had a Pro Bowl season with the Philadelphia Eagles, looking to scale those heights once again.
Here we go. Get ready.
Now a play fake here on first down. David Johnson here on the catch. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. On play action, they'll throw. Trying to lay one up deep. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. And on this offensive unit, your thoughts on Travis Frederick?
He's a quarterback's best friend. Sets all the line calls and blocks so aggressively.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
Foles. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. This is how they'll line up on the defensive side for Buffalo. Now, they've been a very good unit against the pass, defending at 5th best in the league.
What they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against some people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league, so there's a conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that's going to make it fourth down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now the third leading rusher in the NFL last year, Todd Gurley. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5 up to the 25-yard line. The tackle there by Richard Sherman. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
From the 25 on second down, Keenum. A look at the starters down the defensive side of the ball for the Giants. This unit, they've struggled a little bit against the pass, ranked number 21 in the league.
And, hey, they were stingy in the opener. Didn't allow much of anything at all through the air. So now they come into week 2 saying, hey, let's see if we can do even better. Let's go ahead and get to that number 1 spot.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, here's Keenum. And he finds McLaurin. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one good for 24 yards. On first down, it's Keenum. And he whips that one incomplete there. Tyrell Williams was the intended target. And now it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw is Keenum. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on 2nd down, and that leads to a tough 3rd down call. Keenum going to throw, and that will be incomplete. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks, because then the defense has the advantage.
And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Defense.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
McCaffrey following the penalty. The numbers for McCaffrey last week. 16 carries, 83 yards.
And to me, the goal is the exact same thing as last week. Get him the ball early and often. I think he's got another big game in him in this one.
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over.
From the 39, Foles. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Here's Foles. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
A good pickup of 6 there on first down. Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. 16 yards, a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
This pass into the hands of the running back, Todd Gurley. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. There'll be a couple yards on that one, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays?
And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Cody Latimer, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
On for the point after is Randy Bullock. And it's 7-0 Buffalo.
Makes the score Bills 7.
The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it culminates in a Bills touchdown. Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Bills now making their way back out onto the field. And let's take a peek at some of the defensive effort here that's helped them get this first half lead.
Yeah, I remember in school, we used to have a term for it, break on it. When you see the ball in the air, when you see a receiver make the cut, and you anticipate it, break on the football, get there, make a play. And we've seen a lot of that so far in this game.
Coverage has been excellent. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Dante Hightower on the stop. On 2nd and 9, Keenum. Caught left side, Williams. 11 yards there, first down. Keenum now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. They try right side here, Gurley. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Now Gurley. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
Let's go, baby.
Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Following the penalty, it's Gurley. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Todd Gurley, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
I know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball, but how about that big mass of humanity that guided him to that spot?
Yeah, they got there, but I love the dive. Always a fan of the dive. Extra point up and good by Bullock, and that'll make the score 14-0. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it's finished off by a Todd Gurley touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. New York set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Now Foles. And this is going to be incomplete.
Foles pass. Intended for Allen Robinson. Incomplete.
And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Play fake to Gurley. Now Keenum. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Check. Watch the
Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here, too.
Defense.
And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. On the counter, Gurley. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. Tackle made by Thomas Davis.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Watch the run.
At the 46-yard line.
Now the rookie from Boise State, Alexander Madison. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. I'm coming right.
From the gun on 3rd down, Keenum. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Ready to roll for the 2nd quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Bound to lose one. Here we go. Watch 7. Watch 7. Watch 7. Single receiver. Here we go.
This is Gabriel out on the left side. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now a run with McCaffrey. He'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22. Now whistles here and a flag down. I think a Giant jumped early. That's Ryan Ramczyk, the former 1st-round pick. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Akeem Hicks at 6'5", 332 finds his way home for the sack.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Here's Ryan Allen now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Watch out for Hill on the return. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the focus of our players' spotlight right now shining on Case Keenum. And they must have seen something leading up to this one that said, hey, we're going to be able to go deep because they've gone deep with a lot of success.
And pick your phrase, pick your code words, your buzzwords, whatever, vertical stretch, deep passes, go routes, right? What's that route you love? What's that route you love? Four verts. All of it working because they're able to find ways to get deep and for him to show off that big, big arm.
We see some of that big arm right here. He has been great. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
10 yards on the pickup.
They run. It's Gurley. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Check 26, check 26. Single.
Play action. It's Keenum. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Dante Hightower coming in for the sack from his linebacker spot.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Now it's Gurley. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's incomplete, almost intercepted. He had a great shot of picking that off in the end zone. It brings up 4th down.
That was a dangerous throw towards the end zone. Boy, did it hang up there forever. Wanted to run up there and pull it down out of the sky.
Yeah, it felt like it really should have been intercepted. Lucky to have that one back.
You've got to be more careful when you're that close to the goal line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Eli Apple, a former first-round pick of these Giants in 2016, there on the tackle.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt. I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Todd Gurley and the offense, they get set and trot back out there now. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success, at least so far here in the 2nd quarter. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Keenum, and that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for Buffalo. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Sproles, the return. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes the better punter may actually determine the outcome.
He'll have a first down past the 40, and he'll take it to the 43-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
From just shy of midfield, Foles. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete.
Pass interference.
Let's see who this is on. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Intended for Marvin Jones. Incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
A 56-yard attempt.
And this won't get there, won't be online either. It's no good, off to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
And our attention shifts to Todd Gurley. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
I got it.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Keenum, his throw incomplete. There was the veteran Devin McCourty. Got a hand in there to break that one up. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Shotgun snap for Keenum. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down. On first down, Keenum. This to McLaurin out on the left side. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And he fires one incomplete. He was looking for Todd Gurley, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He gets it to Gurley, complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. And he'll try and throw here on the fake. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Giants are going to get the football back. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space and some... And he will not be able to get away as Foles is taken down. The Giants going to burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. They'll set up to throw. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Here's Ryan Allen now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead. Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation. Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So that one will be accepted. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Here's Gurley now, out of the gun.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
And I know it's hard in live action, but you've got to keep your hands away from the face. That's a 15-yard penalty.
You work on it all the time, making sure your target area is lower and trying to keep your hands away from the face mask so you don't get the big penalty.
And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Here's Gurley. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0 as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. In the game you're watching, Case Keenum has been the star of the first half. His guys have a 2-touchdown lead as we hand it back over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Bills now as they go on offense first here in this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups we're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Keenum now to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on third. From the gun, it's Keenum. And that is incomplete. Well, that's a perfect example of how he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's game. He is just all around the football right now, isn't he?
That he is, and it's funny because I talked with the coaching staff about drills that they do in practice, and one of them is called matching hands. And as soon as that hand is launched by the quarterback, you throw up the opposite hand and match that hand with the QB, and oftentimes you're able to knock it away, as we just saw there.
Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop, but that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything, so it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. 2nd and 13. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Back to throw here. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A third down gain of 19.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Foles. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So a little extra on top of the big play there.
It's tough for guys rushing the passer, but you have to know when the ball is gone. And if you listen, officials will tell you ball's gone. He didn't pull up.
It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Stop it there. At the 1-yard line.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. This is 3rd and goal. Still looking for the first points of the game. On the ground, McCaffrey. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there.
You don't want no problem. You don't want no problem for me.
This defense continues to be good on 3rd down. I mean, they haven't allowed a touchdown offensively. Are you saying, let's go for this? Let's try to get it in the end zone.
I don't know about that because of what you just described. They've been so good, and they don't give up the big play that you would expect in downs 1 through 3. Why should 4th down be any different? True. You might want to go ahead and kick the field goal and see if you can figure out something else as this game moves on.
That's it, baby. We gon' run.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. The third quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now, those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like they tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust. Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Nothing on that one. It'll be second down.
You got nothing today. You got nothing.
To throw again on second down. Foles. And Jones has it over the middle. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Foles now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. 2nd and 10. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield.
Holding.
Let's get the call. That's Will Hernandez, former second-rounder out of UTEP. Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20.
Check 50. Check 50.
Caught out left side by Robinson. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They're going to look to throw. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 27-yard line. Foles going to come up now 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Here's Foles. Got an open man to the right. That's Wesco. 16 yards, a first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now a draw play to McCaffrey. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Looking to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find his tight end, Chris Herndon, but it'll be 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll try to run this one in. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Christian McCaffrey, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are back within a single score. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. The Giant offense going to stay on the field as they'll go for 2. McCaffrey, he'll try to run it in. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for 2?
I truly believe it's the defense has more pressure because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. You can run it, you can throw it. So defensively, I think most teams are going to be aggressive and force the issue and try and bring pressure.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Again they run with Gurley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes if you got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
And no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play here for Buffalo. 57 yards.
But I think it's about time I took my eyes off of the secondary or the guys with the football. How about the offensive line on that snap? They took care of business.
Absolutely, and when he can stay in the pocket like that, you're going to get big plays like we just saw. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. The dump off good for 8 there on 1st down.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready. 58, come on. 58, come on.
On 2nd and 2, Keenum over the middle here to Brown. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin the 4th quarter. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down.
And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. The sack by the Super Bowl champion and Pro Bowler Jason Pierre-Paul.
It's a team game, but sometimes individuals do stand out, don't they? How about that for a twofer? Tackle for a loss on the running play on the previous down, and then comes right back and gets a sack.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Bullock will put this one through, and that'll push the lead up to 8. Now, from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position. but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. New York set to take the field. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now Foles. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Trey Flowers picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. Now back to throw. It's caught. Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back to throw now on 1st down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Johnson. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 45-yard line. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. He was trying to go back to more there, but it's going to be 2nd down. To throw on 2nd and 10. Foles. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
Defense.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. That's pulled in by the rookie from Notre Dame, Miles Boykin. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Sean Williams. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, 1st down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They get the crucial turnover, just huge, but now they've got the football deep in their own territory, and you got to be careful because if you give it right back, there goes your lead.
Have to be extremely happy with their defense. They received the gift, that takeaway. Even though they're deep in their own territory, now they have the football. And you know there's always that alpha on defense, that grouchy guy. Forget what the coaches said. I'll guarantee you, he told the quarterback, we just took care of you. Now you take care of us.
And they'll bootleg it here with Keenum. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
1st down, Bills.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
That's our ball. Yeah. Good. 151. And we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
We got 4.
They'll set up to throw. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. That's complete to McCaffrey. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. John Brown now heading back onto the field as he gets set to go here. Let's see here, Charles. 6 catches, over 100 yards. Call that a pretty good day at the office.
And I love the accumulation, the catches, the yardage. That means he's having a pretty good impact on this ball game and really helping his team out in a big way.
Means he wants the football again, right?
And it's funny because some of these receivers are very vocal about how much they're getting it. Others are quieter, but they still let you know, give me the ball, I'm going to make a play.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 27-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Keenum throwing middle, but it's incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Shotgun snap for Keenum. He gets it to Gurley, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
12 yards that time, and a Bills 1st down.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. On 1st down, it's Gurley. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 11
Come
at
on.
the 38-yard line.
Draw play, Madison, and an alley to run. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. From the gun, it's Keenum. And this is going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the 1st there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
New York set to take the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive in with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
1st down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. He'll look to throw. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Alec Ogletree. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
A fourth quarter score now from Heinz Field in Pittsburgh. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A win would be their first of the young season. To try again after the sack. Foles. And his throw here's incomplete. David Moore, the intended target. Third down here. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Foles. And Jones has it over the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Back to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They'll look to throw. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down. He's back to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
Figuring they're going for it on 4th down. Remember, though, they do have all 3 timeouts, so even if they don't get it, all is not lost.
Yeah, normally in this situation, when you're talking about having to go for it, everything is in this play. But as you noted, with those 3 timeouts, they actually have a little bit of a safety net.
And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. Gurley. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. No, not running. Keenum wants to throw. Throw over the middle into the hands of the tight end, Ellison. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is. Now, this was still going to be a one-score game either way, but still, that's a potentially harmful miss here in the 4th.
It certainly is, because if you consider that now if they give up a touchdown, they give up the lead. So he might be getting the side-eye by the defenders coming out on the field now as he goes back to the bench after that miss.
Back to throw. This is Gabriel out on the left side. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. He'll look to throw.
Close to field goal range now. Get up, get set, and spike it.
He's got it at the 15. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
It's a gain of 29.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Buffalo, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.